Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpas, Upanishad Mantra Parayanam, Upanishad Adhyanam. The Upanishad is Shwethashwathara, chapter 6 we are doing, in which the Ishvara's immanent doing of everything is being told to us. Such an important topic that if it is deeply, thoroughly understood, what very important one thing happens is the individualities, whether ours or others, by giving to which the value that we forget the Paramatma, that thing will be curtailed. That thing will be reduced. Slowly, the intellect starts grasping the fact that everything is Him only. There is nothing other than Him. The whole world in front of us, including the seer of the world. When we are at that level of interaction or a transaction, they should remind us of the Lord. This is wisdom. If they make us forget the divine, it is called delusion or ignorance. The delusion or ignorance happens because this knowledge is not Pakka. That it is Paramatma alone, transcendental, Nirguna Sachidananda, and it is Paramatma alone with his infinite Shakti, whose Vilasa is the entire cosmos. ये दोनों पक्का ज्ञान नहीं होने से delusion होता है. अब ज्ञान दे रहे in the Upanishads. Let us learn that, gain that. So, friends, let us start our first activity of the Vedic chanting. Let us chant the Narayana Suktam today. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahasrashirshan Devam Vishwaksham Vishwashambhuvam Vishwannarayanan Devam Aksharam Paramam Padam Vishwatah Paraman Nityam Vishwannarayanagum Harim Vishwamevedam Purushastad Vishwamupajivati Patim Vishwasyatmeshwaragum Shashvatagum Shivamachyutam Narayanam Mahagneyam Vishwatmanam Parayanam Narayana Paro Jyotiratma Narayana Para Narayana Param Brahma Tattvan Narayana Para Narayana Paro Dhyata Dhyanam Narayana Para Yacha Kinchit Jagat Sarvam Drushyate Shruyate Piva Antarvahishchadat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthidah Anantamavyayam Kavigam Samudrentam Vishwashambhuvam Padmakosha Pratikashagam Hridayanchapyadomukam Adho Nishtyavitasthyante Nabhyamuparitishtati Jwalamala Kulam Bhati Vishwasyayatanam Mahat Santatagam Shilabhistulam Bhaktya Kosha Sannivam Tasyante Sushiragam Sukshmam Tasmin Sarvam Pratishtidam Tasya Madhye Mahanagnirvishwarchir Vishwatomukaha Sograbhugvibhajantishtannaharamajarah kavihi Tiryagurdhvamadashayi Rashmayastasya Santata Samtapayati Swam Dehamapadatalamastaga Tasya Madhye Vanhishiga Aniyordbhavyavastitaha Nilato Yadamadhyastad Vidyullekhe Vabhasvara Nivarashukavatanvi Pita Bhasvat Tyanupama Tasya Shikhaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavasthidaha Sabrahmasa Shivasa Harisendra Sokshara Paramasvarat Rutagam Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha Om Narayanaaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, we have done our Vedic Mantrocharanam. Now in the second topic, it is the common sense thought. The simple common sense thought for the day is very simple today. As we grow in our age, in our studies, in our experiences. Obviously, we grow in knowledge. And then, if we study the Shastras, if you are in the satsang, etc., then the learning can be little more also. When that learning happens in us, both Adhyatmika Jnanam as well as Vyavaharika, there is always a tendency. The tendency is what? To help the people, guide the people, educate the people, whoever they can be. Sometimes it is a family members you want to, because you have that background knowledge of Shastras, your own practical knowledge, and through practice you have experienced it, therefore to a good extent. You know, there is a lot of certainty in your knowledge. Okay. So therefore you want to help. It can be your own husband or your own wife, or maybe your own children, your own brothers, sisters, kabhi your own friends, or even neighbors, servants. So how many people are there around us? So when we try to tell them, so many responses can happen. First is what? Somebody outrightly will reject to even listen. You know, तुम कौन होते हो बोलने के लिए? है ना? इवन बाबा जी बोलेंगे तो बच्चे कहते हैं हमारे पिताजी ने बोलने का हिम्मत नहीं किया. Who are you to tell? You know, they are in that mood. That's how they are. There's nothing wrong in it. So some refuse to listen only. You know, some listen but reluctant in listening. Some listen, refuse to understand. Some understand but refuse to accept. There are some people who will even contend, they even argue also. They try to refute what we do, what we say, reject with their own, again, the other knowledges or experiences, their own logics are there. There's no end to the experiences and knowledge of the people in the world. These are so many ways the world will respond to us. So be ready that in any way the people can respond when you tell. Some of them are, they understand, they accept, they express such a gratitude. Some people to remember for decades also. You have forgotten long back what to you told and when you told. But after 20 years also, they say कि आपने जब कहा वो वाला, I started practicing since then. It has tremendously helped me. I wanted to thank you, but we never had an occasion to meet anywhere. Now we met. I'm so happy. They extend their gratitudes. Some are there. ऐसे होते हैं. You know, great, grateful people, isn't it? Every type of response the people will have. Some compare what we say with what others say, isn't it? And say that we are less greater, the other is more great. I know it can be a smaller than small suggestion also. Why reduce your weight? It's not good. If you tell a youth you are eating so many sweets, so he can respond. The youngsters of various types can respond in these various ways. You don't know. है ना? Some people will be there also. उन बंदे का सिखाने से सीख कर मैं इतना ग्रेट बनाऊं. That's how they even share wherever they go, because of whom they have learned these things. They are egoless people. They are full of gratitudes. So every type are there. Be ready. Okay. Then there are another type of funny people. Ki in front they appear to be listening to us. They appear to be accepting our words. They appear to be humble. They appear to be really, that the type of humility, everything is there. Their words, language, so nectarine. You know? Among such people, some are true, genuine like that all the time. But there's an occasion also there where people, after that is over, behind us they may even bite. In the sense, fully careless about what we say, or even they may not value us also. है ना? Out of some profit from us, they value us, natak ke vaste. Out of obligation also, some people value us like we people. They respect out of some obligation only. Many of them. Some are out of fear also. कि शाप देंगे करके. Isn't it? Very many people are there. Different types. Some may be genuine, but others कहते हैं कि इनका क्या सुनना है बस. या सुन लो वहाँ जब क्या है, otherwise unnecessarily, You will make a fuss of it, chalo listen. Then after that, all those who have nodded the head in front of us, they make a meeting behind us. And each one insult us, humiliate. What he said, he also doesn't know. What Shastra, what quotation. He says only just like there's nothing practical about it, nothing useful about it. होते हैं ऐसे जैसे हम आपसे सत्संग कर रहे हैं अब दो तीन लोग मिलकर क्या क्या बात नहीं करते isn't it? So world is like that. From the lowest extreme to the highest extreme. Response. The highest extreme is the positive one. वो लोग तो listening to the advice and succeeding in life because of that, they keep the picture also of that person in their puja. एक तरह का ऐसे भी दूसरा one are what? Make use of that guru or teacher left and right, but don't even value an iota also. There are people, those who have heard from us and learned so much, but they don't carry any value about us. Zero means zero. They don't even care. They don't even acknowledge that he is the one who guided us or told us. तो हर तरह का होते हैं. So therefore, if you think you know something and if you want to share with others, these many responses will be there. I'm just in today's common sense thought, we are just adding an extra awareness, that's all. The thought is not so new or so new or to you, unknown to you. No, pata hi hai. Second is what? Whenever we want to tell the people, naturally, seeing the occasion, seeing the opportunity, seeing the need, seeing the person who can make use of it, respond to it, to them only when we can give advices, then there will be less chance of disappointments to us. When we are choosy about कि किसको कहना किसको नहीं इसलिए in all our Puranas, Itihasas, Stotras, toward the end, in the Falashruti, after telling the Falashruti, they say this, to these people don't teach. Because they will disappoint you, they will misuse it, they won't use that, they won't care it. But the others are there who respect you and this knowledge, so definitely you must tell. The Gita, idam te na atapaskaya na abhaktaya kadachana na cha ashushrushabe vachyam na cha mam yaha abhyasuyati. Isn't it? It's so clearly told. One second. Sorry. For various reasons that why should somebody have value for us, somebody have respect for us, and how long they can have, and each one has his own ego, each one has his own likes and dislikes, his own choice, his own nature. It's such a funny, the whole world and the people and their minds are different. It's impossible to estimate anyone. आगे इतना humble दिखते हैं, so sober and so humble, so much of humility, obedience. But maybe it continues also. Some are there who don't even care. Like everywhere, towards the parents is the case, towards even the boss. सामने तो नमस्कार नमस्कार करते हैं, पीछे तो क्या है? No, they don't even care. People don't care even God also. That much they have the ego and all. What can anybody do? So not knowing this, with over enthusiasm and expectations, we keep on, educating people, etc. And they don't respond, then we become miserable. ऐसा क्यों हुआ रे ये करके. Okay, so the second point is this one key, looking at the opportunity, requirement, and whether the people will receive it or not, that we share our wisdom. Even love also same, even service. है ना, ज्ञान भी, प्रेम भी और सेवा. Disappoint नहीं होना है तो we can become little smart. Like Krishna never gave knowledge to Arjuna before. Not that he didn't know, he knows all that. But Arjuna was not ready to receive it ना, इसलिए he never asked कि भगवान ने भी फिर ठीक है करके छोड़ दिया. अब जब अर्जुन तैयार हो गया सुनने को, then भगवान shared. This is second point. Very, very important. Don't get disappointed if the people do the backbiting, if they take your advice but throw it outside. कोई कोई गिफ्ट है ना, तो आप किसी को देते हो तो लेते यूज नहीं करते, घर जाके सर्वेंट्स को दे देते. They don't value, they have plenty of things. So people have a lot of wisdom also, they throw your wisdom. They won't use it. They won't care it at all. So in this way, various types of things are there in the world. Be watchful about it. Now, the third is most important. It comes also in Vidaraniti, etc. Anahutaha pravishati aprushto bahubhashate avishwaste vishwasiti mudachetaha naradhamaha. So anahuta pravishati, he goes without invitation. Aprushto bahubhashate, not asked, but he goes on giving advices. Avishwaste vishwasiti. He does the vishwasa on those on whom the vishwasa should not be done. Very clear it is mudachetaha naradhamaha. They are the naradhamaha, their chitta is muda, deluded. Okay. Now the third is what? Therefore what? No need to even expose or give our wisdom. Our wisdom is for us. अपना ज्ञान यूज करके खुद का कल्याण करो. If some genuine people come and ask, you give it. If you feel the other aggressiveness following the other great Mahatmas who go into the world and share their wisdom, then as we said, these many variety of responses will be there. Be ready, be prepared. Don't care that aspect. There are some people keep on giving advice. Others don't even like or care. They also don't care. They say, मैं अपने ज्ञान को बांटना चाहता हूँ. So I'll give it to 200 people. Even if 2 people use it, not even appreciation I expect, I am okay with it. There are some people go by that way. But have the wisdom. And some things what people may be more knowledgeable than us in some fields. Like I can talk 1 or 2 things about spirituality, but other things, the people who are in the world are more wiser than me. What can I give advice? अब गृहस्थ जीवन का मैं क्या advice दूँ? They know more. Any professional thing, what can I do? The morals, the ethics, the disciplines, the things which are not seen, something subtler, the beyond. That how by being with this boss, this way, that way, we are molding your character. How it's going to shape your future. ये चीजें हम बता सकते. But the other professional things, how can I advise? How can I? So in this way, the third point is. Fourth and the best is what? All wisdom use for your development. Don't distribute it to others. सबको भगवान अलग अलग माध्यम से विजडम देते हैं, मौका देते हैं to improve. Let it happen in the world. You mind your business more. It's not selfishness. So simple it is. जैसे यार आप कुछ बात करते ही नहीं, I don't know anything यार, I'm busy in myself learning. I'm busy in myself growing. है ना? When I grow sufficiently, satisfactorily for my sake, in the divine wants, I am always there to help or to serve. पहले तो मैं अपना कल्याण में बिजी हूँ. अच्छी बात है कि नहीं? Busy. Any knowledge gained, apply on your values. Okay, these are the beauty of the values if we have. So let me try. This year, the values year. So these 20 values of Gita, I'll master. And I understood about wisdom and, surrender to the Guru and God. So this whole year I'll practice it. You understand? In this way, जो भी आध्यात्मिक हो या अदरवाइज हो, स्वयं उसके कल्याण के लिए होता है ना, तो be busy in helping yourself. In fact, that is the wisest way of living. जीरो लोगों को कहना अपना. And there are new techniques, hundreds of them have come. Some platforms you can use. And nowadays, so everybody is wise. They are going on giving. You can also do. Who knows? Even one like I do these classes, not for my personal publicity. Who cares that? Even among 140 crores of Indians and 800 millions of the world, एक दो भी कोई सुन ले, yeah, myself will listen when I become old. I can't talk. That is the idea. This is the way we use. There is nothing to personally talk and disturb somebody. The common sense thoughts every day we are sharing. That is our service only. सीधा किसी को बुला के हम बिठा के नहीं बोल रहे, कह रहे हैं जिसको सुनना है तो सुनेंगे, यूजफुल है तो यूज करेंगे. So this is our today's simple common sense thought that share your wisdom but be ready to receive whatever the responses they give. Learn the art of sharing the wisdom in such a way that people receive it. Try yourself. And whenever we don't show off while giving our guidance to others in the form of an ego, a domination, that I know more than you. वो attitudes नहीं है साथ में. A proper tone, tune, language is used, and the intention is pure that let this wisdom, as it has come to me from my gurus, I'm passing it on to the next generation. May they be benefited. In this honest way, when we give it, then it will be received also, digested also. They will use it. बस हमारा इतना होना है, ये वाला इंफॉर्मेशन या सजेशन से दूसरों का कल्याण हो. वहां रुक जाओ बस. मेरा फायदा क्या उसमें नहीं होना चाहिए कुछ. स्पिरिचुअल सीकर के नॉट हैव एनी फायदा थिंकिंग फॉर हिमसेल्फ एट ऑल. Okay, so just be wise. Your own children also, one or two things they will accept, other they reject all. They don't want. Everybody is wise. Everybody has their own likes, dislikes. Everybody their vasanas. Like a youngster ko bita ke kaho tum, as we said in the beginning. Don't drive rash your car or two-wheeler. Okay, but he has shown at that age that zeal and just मैं करूँगा. तो कहना तुम्हारा काम, कहे तो दिया, अब नहीं करा तो. Other fellow will say, you are eating so much sweets, your health will be spoiled quickly, stop. He may not practice. वो कहते हैं मैं खाऊँ. I am very young, so I am only 25-30, I can eat lot. Right now ऐसा ही लगता है बेटा, बाद में दिक्कत होगा. वो सुनना नहीं चाहता. अब क्या करोगे? In this way, even though the wisdom is there for us, for us to share with others, yet there are all the possibilities. There is one Dhritarashtra. He who listens to everyone, he never says no to anyone. Okay? He never says no to anyone, but he never follows anyone. वो ultimately कहता है वो कि मैं जो चाहता हूँ वही करूँगा. A very, very विचित्र character in the entire Mahabharata and all this Mr. Dhritarashtra. Okay, that's enough for the day about our common sense thought. Okay, now our third aspect today, Shloka learning. Let us learn the Shloka of Lord Krishna, familiar to all of us. That if we are his devotee and do that worship, upasana, pray to him. He blesses us with all wisdom and also the wisdom when to use that wisdom for ourselves and others. And difficult, tougher than the tough tasks also, he makes us climb. Those two beautiful blessings from the Lord are mentioned in this shloka. While chanting this shloka and while remembering the kindness, glory of the Lord through the meaning of it, in that only we express our own prayers. हमको भी ये दे दो भगवान. And with these few words, you must be clear about which is the shloka going to be. It is Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim. Yat Krupa Tamaham Vate Parama Ananda Madhava. Okay, Aham Vande, I salute. Tam Aham Vande. To him, my salutations. Who is he? Paramananda, Supreme Bliss, Madhava, the Dhava, the Pati of Ma Devi. Lakshmi Devi or Ma Maya. So Lakshmi Pati, Mayapati, who is in Parama Ananda always and who is giver of Parama Ananda to all. To him, my salutations. And when I do worship of him, I pray to him. When he showers his grace, these two great things happen. One, Mukam Karoti Vachalam. He makes even a dumb fellow speak eloquently. Mukam Karoti Vachala. Vachala means बहुत बात करने वाला. Mukam means the deaf. Dumb, sorry. The dumb is made to be an eloquent speaker. Okay, Mukam Karoti Vachala. Some people put it in this way. Mukam Karoti Vachalam. Mukam Vacha Alam Karoti. In that also there are two meanings. A person with all his abilities, capacities, yet if he cannot speak, he is insufficient, incomplete. That's called analam. Insufficient. Alam means sufficient. So when we pray to Krishna, he will give the Vani and he makes us alam. अच्छा अब वाणी भी आ गया इसको. Another beautiful meaning is alankaroti. Alankara means vibhushan. Mukam vacha alankaroti means even a dumb is given not only simple ability to speak, but through his speech such a fabulous poetry or advice or wisdom or devotion comes out that it blesses even generations. The example of Dhruva. Bhagavan Krishna touches his Shankha on his Kapola. Then the beautiful poetry comes out of Dhruvaji, which is an eternal ode or the devotion to the Lord, recognizing Paramatma's Nirguna Saguna and surrendering to him. All those slokas made Uddhava such a great knowledge. So Vacha Alankaroti. He couldn't speak anything 5 साल का बच्चा, but Bhagavan touched with the Shankha, he became such an exponent stuti doer of Lord that stuti remains an example. So in that first mantra, yaha antah pravishya mama vacha mimam prasuptam sanjeevayati akhila shakti dharasvadhamna anyan shahasta charana shravanatvagadin pranan namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. Like that, the entire 16, 17 shlokas. Example. Okay. Then the extension of this explanation will be endless. That wherever you go, you become the perfect speaker. And keeping that topic in mind, people in mind, etc. If you go to a corporate world, different speech. To a college, different. To a school, different. To an orphanage, different. Old age home, different. जहाँ वो कौन से प्रोग्राम के लिए गए हो, वो ऐसा उनको गाइडेंस देकर या प्रवचन देकर या सत्संग करके या इवन बात करके आओगे कि द लिसनर्स बिकम फुलफिल्ड. दैट इज मीनिंग ऑफ मूकम वाचालं करोति मूकं करोति वाचालं. सेकंड, pangum langhayate girim. He makes the pangu. The pangu is the lame man. Langhayate makes him to do the langhanam, the climbing and crossing of girim, the mountain. So the mountainous difficult task also is made to be climbed by even a lame man. That's a Krishna's kripa. So in our life also we are pangu, we are lame, we lack abilities, capacities, directions, talents, etc. to cross some mountainous tasks. Spiritual task is one, giri samana. The other tasks of the world also like a mountain only. तो उसको आपको चढ़ के वो वहाँ अचीव करना है, सबमिट पर पहुँच. So that Pangu, a layman, also is made to climb that huge mountain in love. It's an example. A lame is made to climb the mountain. You have to understand it in various parallelisms. Like we saw, Mukam Vachalam Karot. Here also, Pangum Girim Langayat. Like I am Pangu, I cannot run in Olympics. The Lord's grace will make you run and you get your own gold medal also in that. That's the meaning of able to achieve the tougher and tough tasks also by His grace. Apply it everywhere. Yat Krupa, the one whose grace makes these to happen. The dumb is eloquently speaking, and the lame man is able to climb bigger and bigger mountains. Don't take it physically. It means all the sublime things. In this world, without Paramatma, every living being is Mukam and also Pangu. But if instead of Mukam, people are able to talk and talk eloquently, and if instead of lame, if people are walking, running, doing so many things, it is the Paramatma Kripa only. Both Zabardast Lok. We'll chant it 12 times. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Remaining you chant at home. ठीक है. ओम 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 सहनाववतु. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महावः सच्चलतः हिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तेष्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिव कृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा वाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णेश्वरवेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. Atha Shashtodhyayah. Yesterday we concluded one round, another round, only this chapter 6, let us do. Om Atha Shashtodhyayah Parayanam. Om Swabhavameke Kavayo Vadante Kalam Tathanye Parimuhyamana Devasya Mahimatu Loke Yenedam Brahmyate Brahmachakram. येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं ज्ञः कालकारो गुणी सर्वविद्यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्तितेह पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यं तत्कर्म कृत्वा निवर्त्य भूयः तत्त्वस्य तत्त्वेन समेत्य योगम् एकेन द्वाभ्यां त्रिभिरष्टभिर्वा कालेन च एव आत्मगुणैश्च सूक्ष्मैः आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेत् यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्म नाशः कर्मक्षये याति सः तत्त्वतः अन्यः. So we made a chanting. Shall we start studying the first chapter? This is sixth chapter, first mantra. Very important topic as we saw it in the introduction. So, nanu anye kaladaya karanamiti manyante. Others consider kala ityadi as the hetu for the srishti sthiti laya. Tat katham punaha ishwarasya kalasargakaratvam. If somebody asks, as it is said in the earlier mantra, the kalasargakara is Ishvara, tat katham, how it can be? Iti ashankya. Having this type of question, anybody can ask. The Guru is answering here. Okay. So the answer is Om Swabhavameke Kavayo Vadanti Kalam Tathanye Parimuhyamanaha Devasya Mahimatu Loke Yenedam Brahmyate Brahmachakram. Being Indians, no friends, such sentences so casually, frequently, we utter from our mouth. And the problem is without an iota of the background. That's why those utterances carry no meaning. Be attentive. When the same utterances are backed by the authentic knowledge from the Shastras, from our own intellectual deep understanding and conviction. And with that, when we speak, that won't be a superficial saying. By the way, what is that we say in this shloka? कौन सी बात है जो इस श्लोक में दिया है जो उसको हम अक्सर करते हैं बीइंग इंडियंस करते हैं लेकिन दिल से नहीं दिल से करना चाहिए. कौन सी बात है कि एवरीथिंग इज ईश्वर सृष्टि ईश्वर. We say it. That's a perfect sentence. But with all its perfection, it has nothing to convey to us. Because what are the things that are required behind it? To make that sentence powerful, they are not there. They are these ones. These knowledge aspects, the practical doing aspects, the experience aspects. Okay, now we'll enter into the Upanishad per se to study. One out of things is what? The sentence is what? Everything is Ishvara. Enough? Okay. Narayana. One way of seeing is what? The things which are there in this world, by themselves they are conditioned, limited. How come those conditioned, limited things of the world can create the world itself? They are the contents of the world, part of the world. How can they create such a cosmos, the universe? Second, they are all by themselves concepts. They are by themselves only the jada. How can they create? Little more devotional language में ये सारा जो कुछ भी हो रहा है ईश्वर के माया की शक्ति से हो रहा है. माया is always ईश्वरास. Neither Maya, which is Jada by itself, can do anything, nor Maya does because of somebody else's influence. It does it because of The Ishwar only. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacha. I am the one presiding and ordering. That's how the Prakriti is projecting everything. So, everything is because of Maya. Maya is listening only to the Lord. Therefore, it's the Lord only who does everything, not anybody else. Second, a part of the world, a content of the world, how can it decide the world? It's only a content. It has no capacity. Third, all of those things are perishable. They are all jada. They are not real. They are mere concepts. When they themselves are concepts, how can they create the world, etc.? So, in this way, we have exhaustively seen in the first two chapters this topic. But again, we are reminded of this. Yeah, ek to, when you see the world, be reminded of the Lord. Don't get lost in the world. Second, when you see the world, for all its phenomena happening, micro to macro, obligationally you can give credit to whoever is doing. But factually, though, nothing can happen without it. कोई भी कुछ भी अपने आप इंडिपेंडेंटली नहीं कर सकता बस ईश्वर ने And how can the finite things of the world, beings of the world, who are struggling for their own survival and evolution, that they can be the cause of the whole सृष्टि? पागल है। कला सर्ग कर्म और कौन हो सकते हैं बिना ईश्वर का? So remember, at the macro level as well as the micro level, at the individual level, at the total level, in any forms, anything is happening. Please remember, it is His glory. This is what said in Gita in 10th chapter last one. Yadyat vibhutimat sattvam srimat urjitam eva tat tat eva avagacchatam mama tejo amshasam. Okay. तो इसमें एक एडजस्टमेंट इतना है कि when people do negative, the power of that is of Ishvara. But that fellow decided to use that power for wrong work. है ना? Like a terrorist. In him, strength cannot be from anyone because strength सबका भगवान से आता है. But using that strength for terrorism is that particular person's choice. Because of which he will also suffer tomorrow. Because he has done all that sin. And people also suffer because of his wrongdoing. So he is a misuse of that power. But the power belongs to Paramatma. Idea आ गया कि नहीं? Any number of examples you take. See, देखो ये एक corollary पे हमको ले जाएगा. You know what's it? In this world, therefore, best is what? Be an instrument in the hands of the Lord and do what He gives. Tells us to do. Don't claim anything as yours. I cannot do anything. Even everybody in the world can't do anything. It is Ishvara. So Bhagavan Surya is giving throughout the day light. It is Ishvara through him. That's why we worship Surya also as Ishvara. We don't take Surya to be other than Ishvara, independent of Ishvara. So any number of Medhavis, philosophers come and tell us that these are the various causes for the Srishti Sthiti Laya. We don't agree. We say it's Ishvara. We can't even say Swabhavam. Let it be, it is its nature. Nature cannot be without the one to whom the nature belongs. शक्ति शक्तिमान के बिना नहीं होगा. प्रकृति किसकी प्रकृति है? सच बोलना. It's a प्रकृति. It can't hang in the world. Somebody should be there who is supporting it. A conscious being. Okay, with these few words, now we'll study this Bhashyam. First shloka. You felt the meaning of the shloka? Swabhavam eke kavayo vadanti. Eke kavaya swabhavam hetu vadanti. Srishti sthiti layaya. Srishti sthiti laya ke liye, for these three, the hetu, the causes, swabhavam, the prakriti, the nature. Eke kavaya vadanti, some wise people conclude. Kalam tatha anye. Again here also you can add kavaya. Anya kavaya kalam. The other people talk, the kala is the cause of Srishti Sthiti Laya. But No, no, no. Parimuhyamanaha, they are fully deluded. The delusion is that I can be separate entity or anybody can be separate entity or independent entity having the power and the power to use the power with themselves. This idea itself is wrong. Delusion. Parimuhyamana. If somebody says Swabhava, other body says Kala, etc. as the cause for Sushti Sthiti Laya, they are fully deluded. Then what is the fact, sir? What is the truth, sir? Devasya Yesha Mahimatu Lok. In this world, whatever is happening, Devasya Mahima. And in this way, the Ishvara using his Mahima, the Shakti, the Jnanam, he is playing the entire cosmos of Sushti Sthiti Laya. Cyclically it's going on. That is why Yena Idam Brahmyate Vishwachakram or Brahmachakram. On the Brahman, the Kalpana of the Jagat, the maintenance of it, dissolving of it, individual level, may total level, may all that is happening by his own sankalpa. Yenedam Vishwam Brahmyate Brahmachakram. Yenedam Brahmyate Brahmachakram. All the is actually Kala Chakra, so Srushti Chakra, he should call us, but he never hesitates, the Rishi, to say that it's a Brahma Chakra. It's a Parabrahma with his Shakti only, the cause behind is micro to macro. Now, Bhashyakara's Bhashya. Swabhavam iti. I am talking on this mantra starting with the word Swabhavam. Are you ready, sir, to listen? Yes, we know the explanation. Swabhavam eke kavayaha medhavina vadanti. Some kavi means what? Medhavi, highly wise person of lots of thinking. Such people say, Swabhavam. What is Swabhavam? Swasya bhavaha, the nature. They say it's nature. They are not subtle enough to see that one common subtle force working behind. अब देखो, I feel like explaining, but it may become lengthy and boring also. Okay, let me try. Like I am driving scooter on the road. Therefore, who is the one who is driving the scooter? At the very outset, Grassley say, yeah, you are driving, Swami, I am driving. But is it that it's only my contribution? First of all, in me also, my intellect has to function, which direction, how to drive that vehicle. The mind has to cooperate, the sense organ should cooperate, the body should cooperate. इतनी चीज ठीक है तो I drive that. Point one, point two. All of them are first of all existing or functional because of the Paramatma Tattva in me. Isn't it? So how can I claim that I am the one who is the doer of that driving the vehicle? Second is what? When I am driving on the road, no, not in the sky. So road means it's a big subject. That Bhumata at every moment is intact supporting my driving. Bhumata nahi to kahan drive karoge tum? In the world, even if today there are lakhs and crores of vehicles of all sorts, except the rockets and all. ऐसा भूमि पे तो चल रहे हैं. अगर भूमि माता भीतर गुरुत्वाकर्षण is not there, will there be any driving? Then, so many other things. I am trying to say that when one work happens, it is not one individual doing, so many are participating in it. Then we will extend and say that behind each of the so many, that common denominator is one only. Therefore, that Ishvara only by himself facilitating in so many ways, making the things happen. In that we said two things now. First thing is my Dehendra Prana Manobuddhi, which are required for me to drive the vehicle. Example is driving the vehicle. Behind each one of them, the Paramatma only. After saying so, we are taking the other aspects. One, we took the earth on which that scooter moves or car moves. So if the Bhumata is not supporting in her way, these vehicles cannot move. No? अब जहाँ गाड़ी जा रहे हैं भूमाता फट रही है तो सब लोग हम धस जाएंगे उसमें. जो हेवी रेन्स में कोई कोई रोड पे होता है, तो रोड हैज ब्रोकन एंड दिस कार चलता हुआ एकदम धड़ाक उसमें गिर गया. If crores of vehicles in India are world moving, without that way getting sunk into the earth means Bhumata cooperating. Now extend here, in the form of Bhumata, the Ishvara. So too, who have made all these vehicles, who made those roads proper, who have made that petrol taking from the crude. Now, if you add it, 1,000 people are there for me to drive the vehicle. अकेले किसी ने रोड बनाया, किसी ने गाड़ी बनाया, किसी ने पेट्रोल निकाल के दिया. ऐसे गिनते जाओ, how many people were the cause? It's not I only am driving vehicle. I think I am, but other cooperating what do you say? The causes are so many. And as we said, we'll conclude quickly. Behind every one of these is one Ishvara is there. Okay. So idea is what? Swabhavam eke kavayo medhavina vadanti. What is the fallacy in them? We have proved. Kalam tathanye. Other societies are Kala, which is the creator, which is the modifier, which is the destroyer. You see, things are born in time, growing in time, dying. भाई टाइम भी एक जड़ वस्तु है, उसका संचालन करने वाला कोई होना चाहिए. कृष्ण says कालोस्मि लोकक्षयकृत. I am the Kala who has come now to do the Kshaya of the Loka, which form you are seeing me now. So Kala also a concept of mind, intellect. So it's also an object. It's not the subject nor it is independent. It is Ishvara only with his Maya even projected the Kala also. So when Kala and Swabhava are said, they are refuted to be the causes of this Srishti Sthiti Laya. Then Kala Swabhavayor Grahanam Pratamadhyaye Nirdishtanam Anyesham Upalakshanartham. In the first chapter, when the Brahmavadins were searching for the cause of the creation, the 6 things were said. Among them, the 2 are referred here only to tell us that you take all the 6 and say that none of them are the cause of anything in this world. So, Kalaha, Swabhavaha, Niyatir, Yadrucha, Bhutani, Yonihi, Purusha iti Chintya. These are the things that were said as the causes for the universe by various philosophers. They're all Medhavi because उन्होंने सोचा, थोड़ा एक हद तक समझ गया. Yes, their understanding is not complete. The complete understanding is Upanishadic only, which says that everything is Brahman. So others' understandings are wrong, but at that time they helped. Through them the Ishvara only. So here what we are seeing is all of the causes which every of the wise people think to be the cause for the world, they are not the causes. And to those who say something else is independently cause, other than Ishvara, they are all parimuhyamanaha. Parimuhyamanaha avivekinaha. People are deluded. Why they are deluded, sir? Because avivekinaha, they are not thinking deeply to find the real cause. Therefore, the intermediate, superficial causes only they take to be the causes. है ना, कहीं किसी घर आप भोजन करने गए, wonderful food है, so they're seeing that the owner of the house or the mother or woman who is serving, you think she only made. क्या बढ़िया बनाया, no, she also smiling. And toward the end, all her mind was telling her the regret and guilt. Finally, she says, मैंने नहीं बनाया, the servant made. We think superficially, she is serving, she made. By the time you conclude that अच्छा servant ने क्या बढ़िया सा बनाया, फाइनली वो भी मुंह खोल ही लेता है, मैं भी नहीं बनाया, टाइम नहीं था, मैं होटल से मंगाया उसको. You understand? So, परिमुह्यमानाः अविवेकिनः, अविवेकी, विवेक नहीं कर पाना. Now the third reason important because of which we take various things as the causes for the Srishti Sthiti Laya. Third one is what? कि विषयात्मानः. So Vishayatma. So the ones whose individual personality is totally lost to become the Vishaya Bhogi, for them, whoever immediately giving the Vishayas, they appear to be the cause of everything. So they thank them and they think because of them only it's happened. So to a Vishayatma person's mind, intellect are busy in Vishaya. Therefore the intellect is not sharp enough to find the cause. That it is Ishvara only. As just now we said, same thing as example. From a tree, a fruit falls down. Vishayatma quickly grabs the fruit and eats. But the one who is not Vishayatma, he starts thinking. When he thinks, behind this phenomena, so many causes he will trace. Then, behind all the causes, one common cause he will see. Like a mango fell from the tree. India में mangoes होते हैं ना, take. The one who is hungry or greedy or bhogi, he will eat and for it. But a person who is not a bhogi, okay, the one who is not Vishayatma, such person, for him everything is wonder. Starting from how come this tree is supported by the earth, Bhumat. Then how from the tree the branches leaves. Then the flowers. Those flowers became the fruits. The mango ki baat hum kya. And in the mango, the outer skin and its color, the inner pulp and its color and its softness. Within that, the goodly aspect and its hardness and its heaviness. And when it is ripened, gets disconnected from the tree. अपने आप ही अर्थ पे गिर जाता है. फिर जिसको वो खाना है खा लेंगे, then that seed again it becomes a tree. And those many trees, the one earth is supporting. And in the tree, the phenomena of taking the water, taking the salts, taking the sunlight, and making the whole thing, the trunk is going on, growing. It's dynamic phenomena. The branches, all the dynamically going on. So a person who is a Vishayi, he'll eat the mango, never inquire all this. The one who is not a Vishayi like that, they were not a Aviveki. Therefore he does the Viveka. Vishayi nahi hai, isliye Viveki hai wo. When he is doing Viveka, he will understand so many reasons are there behind. And all of them are from one common cause. When he knows that because of Viveka, he became the knowledgeable wise. When he is wise, why there will be delusion? Parimuhyamana, no delusion. Therefore, he will not say anything else as the cause. He says behind everything, Ishvara. In the example here, the one who is supporting the earth is same Ishvara. The one who is making the seed sprout is Ishvara. The seed becoming the tree is Ishvara. It becoming branches is Ishvara. Then some corner, those flowers coming, mango ka, season aate hi, Ishvara. And some of them, those flowers becoming the mango per se, it is also Ishvara Kripa. And it becomes bigger and gets ripened and falls. So this Banda Viveki sees the Ishvara in everything that's happening. Therefore, he is not Parimuhyamana. Otherwise, you can give credit to so many things. It is earth which pulled down the mango, or it is the seed itself which has pulled the nutrients and grew, or it is the trunk which is supporting branches, or it is the branches which are supporting the leaves or fruits, flowers. तो आप हजार चीजों को क्रेडिट दे सकते हैं उसमें. None of them are the final things. So one Ishvara only, like in 15th chapter Gita, यदादित्य कथम तेज जगत भासेते खिलम, वहां से लेकर यच्चंद्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तेजो विद्धिमामकम गाम आविश्य भूतानि धारयामि अहम ओजसा पुष्णामि च औषधि सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहम वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमोक्तः वचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्. So from Surya up to the Next one, Sarvasya Chaham Rudhi Sannivishtaha Matta Smrutir Jnanam Apohanancha Vedaisya Sarvairahameva Vedyaha Vedanta Krit Veda Videva Chaham. This set of 6 shlokas say that right from Surya up to our own Hridaya, the Smruti Jnanam that are happening, all of them are because of one Ishvara. So the crux of this shloka is what? It is a delusion to say that something else other than Paramatma is there and that is self-sufficient and efficient and he can do something. Or that can, a Sara delusion. The reality is it's only one God functioning through all these seeming things. So here the topic is Srushti Sthiti Laya. And the Medhavi Kavi's opinion is this Srushti Sthiti Laya is happening because of Swabhava Kala Ityar. He is actually Paramukhyamana. The wise person says it is one Ishvara. अच्छा बुरा है सारे सब्जेक्टिव है ना. These are all subjective. अच्छाई बुराई जो होना है वही ईश्वर grace it happens. It's very funny. If some examples are given, you will feel terribly bad and you may even scold me. Like somebody, the father died. You sympathize with that family or the son. अरे पिताजी मर गया अरे you feel sensitized. हमको लगता है ऐसा हुआ कर. I'm telling about good or bad, happiness or failure, success or failure, happiness, misery. There are relative words. Everything happens by Ishvara grace. See Ishvara Kripa. When I said that, some phenomena when it happens, you say that how can the Ishvara do like that? Further the explanation is, तुमको ऐसा लगता है लेकिन सिचुएशन ये पूरे दुनिया में गुड या बैड नहीं होता. जो होता है प्रभु के लीला से जो होना है. People interpret like that. As I am giving that example, when the father died, you go and console and do so much of condolence. But you don't understand that the fellow is happy that father died because he was a tyranny every day troubling. Not given one room. Never gives freedom to go. अब पाप मर गया तो उसको सब मिल गया. The whole property of 5 crores he got it. Nobody should trouble him every day. He has got full freedom. अब बताओ, you think that his father died, therefore you feel that fellow will be so miserable. He says, अच्छा हो गया. I am telling you, in this world we think so. The husband died. How many wives felt happy, celebrated? Because that fellow was like Rakshas. It is an Hindu sentiment, we say Pati is Pratyaksha Daivam and all. That is because of a spiritual reason. That your mind should not get distracted. You should be loyal some place only. That's how you curb all your tendencies, everything. And exhaustion becomes spiritual. ये सब आध्यात्मिकता के लिए सब कहते हैं. और उन दिनों सब आध्यात्मिक थे इसलिए वो लागू भी था. Nobody is आध्यात्मिक. Everybody is personal. Everybody is selfish. Everybody is materialistic. Therefore, for the material purpose, if somebody is helpful, he is good. If not, even his husband or wife, अच्छा हो गया खत्म. Otherwise, why so many divorces are happening? Why so many places parents stay in the old age home? These are all extra explanations, unwanted, in fact, polluting our pure spiritual thought of Upanishad. But sometimes the examples convey the thing. So, what is the whole thought? In this universe, whatever are happening at micro or macro level, 1, no one individual is cause. 2, it is Ishvara alone is doing. 3, when he does it for the welfare of all. Therefore, in this something good or bad, and that's the Ishvara is cause, you can't say. है ना, लगता है एक जगह पूरा विलेज ही बह गया in the floods. For us, it feels your Prakriti is so bad and all. But in that village, कितने गुंडे थे, कितने थे या कितना अलग other problems थे, they're all getting solved. We will see. We will discuss with people. We express our deep feeling and sympathy. यार ऐसा होना चाहिए, नहीं होना चाहिए था. इतने लोग मर गए बेचारा पूरा विलेज ही चला गया. Like others, you would also do. But little higher than others is nothing can happen without Ishvara Leela. And Ishvara never does wrong for individual or total. All these are internal experiences and knowledges. Outside ऐसा नहीं कहना कि Swamiji told everything is done by Ishvara. Ishvara does it for good only. Therefore, acha ho gaya, the two trains collided and 300 people died. Swamiji said, I never said like that. We said everything happens by Ishvara Kripa in everyone's interest only. Sometimes we say, kya interest Swami, that person died only in that accident. You don't know उसका आगे जाकर क्या क्या तरक्की होगा दूसरे शरीर में. That's why these things which cannot be seen, we have to believe with faith. The whole world is run by the Ishvara, he is all compassionate. Then how can we do anything wrong which gives dukkha to others? These are all answers to some questions which you ask. If everything is done by Ishvara, why he is doing something bad? You are saying it is bad, it's not bad. From the Ishvara's level and from the universal level, it is good. The beauty of this mantra is this. तो परिमुह्यमानाः अविवेकिनः विषयात्मानः न सम्यक् जानन्ति. Two shabda avadharane. Two is only to avadharana, to make you fully accept this fact. Now, devasya esha mahima mahatmyam. See? Esha devasya mahima. Esha mahatmyam. Devasya mahatmyam. So, the cosmic level mein, if you see, it's so big. That also mind-blowing. In a micro level also, you can say an ant carrying its size of sugar grain. Can you carry your size of, let us say your weight is 70 kg. The 70 kg of the thing हमेशा आप ले जा सकते हो क्या? और चीटी करते हैं अपना साइज जितना है उतना शुगर का वो लेके जाते. Where the macro level or micro level, it is his mahatmya. And a honeybee taking the honey from the flowers, it is his mahatmya. A spider making a beautiful web. Devasesha mahima. Macro level में the sun continuously sending the rays and nurturing the three worlds. So this is called as Devasya Esha Mahima Mahatmya. And Yena, by that Ishvara's Shakti only, Idam, this. Is this, what is this? Brahma Chakram. The whole universe here, it is called a Brahma Chakram. Brahmyate Parivartate. It's continuously projected, goes on modifying, getting dissolved. All put together is called as Jagat Chakra. It can never exist without Brahman. Therefore, intelligently, the Bhashyakara used the word Brahma Chakra. Sutrakara used the word Brahma Chakra. So simple thing. How many things are happening in this universe? Millions. Who are the ones doing all of them? Superficially, for each one, there appears to be one individual responsible. But deeply you have seen, nobody can do anything without Ishvara Mahima. Devasesha Mahima. Like if you go to modern airports or modern houses or any buildings, अरे वो तो mind blowing only. You can't imagine कि क्या क्या बन रहा. So you can see that the whole government have given that permission to the aviation department and they appointed such great engineers and all of them of all departments and they planned out and then in 5 years they made such a great airport that every day now 1 lakh passengers are transported from here. इतने उड़ान यहाँ भरते हर दिन 40-50-100 है ना. So whole aviation ministry is there behind. ये सब हम तब तक कहते जब तक हमने उपनिषद नहीं पढ़ा. तो when I study Upanishad with this knowledge, when I see the airport, I say, yeah, electric वाला electric काम किया होगा, electronic वाला electronic काम, मेस्त्री काम किया होगा. Yeah, it's all phenomenal. Is really phenomenal. But I know that without Ishvara, that land itself is Ishvara given. To all the main person who had that thought, the thought is going to be Ishvara. Then each of the department who have managed so many things, उन सब में ईश्वर ही दिखते हैं हमको. So I give an example, any airport modern or any shopping mall or any of the jadoo type of things, miraculous, every day happening. Some are there, new inventions are happening, new undertakings are happening. Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam srimad urjitam eva tat tat eva avagachatvam mama tejomsha sama. Therefore, Devasesha Mahima Mahatmyam Yena Idam Brahmyate Parivartate Brahmacharya. And there are some people who say, Mere Ram ne kiya, koi Mere Krishna ne kiya. But what they miss is, Rama and Krishna are not two. They miss it. They think they are two. They are not two, it's only one. One Ishvara only, as Rama did that work, as Krishna did this work. Okay, this is what seeing the world and getting reminded of the Paramatma and his supremacy and his power. With that, he is doing everything. No individual can claim that he is the cause of doing. So this is how in this first mantra, what we say is Parameshwar ki mahima se Srishti Chakra ka sanchalan. This Brahma Chakra is Srishti Chakra. At the micro and macro level, creation, maintenance, resolution. This is what is first mantra. So that Paramatma, now who is this cause of the entire universe, he is to be meditated upon. So Chintaniya Parameshwar ka Sarup tata uski Mahima. So again, as per Sarupa of the Paramatma and Mahima also told, which has to go deeply into us, like the thought which we have discussed so far of this first mantra. Therefore, in this universe, there is a macro level that at one go, 10,000 Brahmandas are dissolved in the, what do you call, black hole. Or at the micro level, a small single cell microbe as God created. So micro se macro level. All of that is Ishvara Mahima. Yena idam brahmete parivartate brahmachakra. So develop this thought. Everything is Paramatma Mahima. ठीक है? Of that Paramatma, now unka Sarupa and Mahima also. Mahimanam prapanchayati. So Devasya Mahima it is it. What is that Deva? You also tell me? Yeah, I am telling. येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं न्यःकालकारो गुणी सर्वविद्यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यम्. Very important, another mantra. So we'll browse through it tomorrow only, right? Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamevavashisham. Om Shanti Shri Guru Purva. That's a Brahmarpanastu. थोड़े समय के लिए गीता पढ़ेंगे, आ सके तो आना.